Good evening, Maddie. How is everyone doing tonight? Future's making a nice pennant right now. Kind of making a nice distribution slash accumulation zone here. See which way we go though. My guess is up, but we'll have to see. We haven't gotten any terrible news over the weekend, so that's always a plus. Just charting some zones on futures here for the week. Key levels of resistance I'm going to want to see. I'm going to add some volume profile here, visible range. We're going to modify that. Throw 200 rows. Change the color up. I don't know why this didn't get added there, saved. Yeah, Cardinals are done. Alright, let's come to that back after the end of the day. See where we're at on futures. See if we get our breakout or breakdown, because we might know by the end of the day. Well, 15 minutes. Maybe we might not know till later. Probably have to wait for Europe to come out. Alright. Let's chart some shipping stocks. Starting with Maddox. go on the hourly because I want to see which one looks the best this year. Boomer stonks are going to be Zoomer stonks this year because they're going to be the ones that go. All your growth stocks are not going to go this year. Some will because their earnings will be really good, but those will be slept on. Over 90, this could go. Euro Seas. Ooh, this one's got a nice gap. Kroger to 100? Sure. Well, maybe. Where's it at now? Jeez! How did I miss that? Wow, that's a cup and handle if I've ever... I even played their earnings and then I just like the earnings was so good, it went from 40 all the way up to 46. I forgot about it. Yeah, maybe it is going to 100 at this point, right? I mean, what's their fundamentals say it can go to? Yeah, I mean, the fundamentals say it's pretty tapped out right now. I wouldn't expect much more movement. Maybe it can get to 60, but I have a feeling it's going to be coming back down soon. See what it does with this channel. The Cardinals are getting annihilated. Alright, so this has a nice gap up here. This thing gets over... You should set an alert on this. This thing gets over... I mean, even if it just screened tomorrow, it gets over 28. It's probably going to 32. What you got for the over that you need to hit, Herbie? I'm gonna set an alert for myself on this. $48.5. I mean, you might get some garbage points maybe that'll help you out with that. So I like this gap on here. I think this will be nice to play. Questions. Does this even have options? I didn't even look into that. Nope. Never mind. Doesn't have options. We don't care about it. Still a nice setup. Very commons trader though. Might be able to get a nice 10% move out of it. TGH. Pretty clear channel up here. Looks like it's going to test this at all-time highs. Most likely reject. We'll see. The only thing I could think of is it gaps up overnight. I haven't looked at the commodities. Are crushing it right now. Natural gas and oil flying. Holy cow, oil's almost $90 a barrel. Freaking nuts. We're going to $100 a barrel. We have to. Alright, does TGH have options? Let's see. Oh. Yes, it does. Look at that. Super bullish. Why do you guys want to talk about Intel to 100? It's got to get over 60 before it can go to 100. Rams get another touchdown. Cooper Kupp. All right. Kupp. I played FanDuel, and Kupp was my MVP. Need him to start picking up the slack though, because was that his third reception, 16 yards. That's not gonna do it. Wait, Odell has more passing yards than Kupp. Oh my God, he does. Oh, wow. We will chart BBIG just because I know people. Look at that. Kyler Murray. 28 yards. Del Beckham with 40. Hilarious. Alright, let's do BBIG. Let's switch it up. I haven't looked at this recently. We'll throw some data on the chart. We'll figure out where it's going. How's that sound? And then I'll tweet about how it's not going anywhere. People think all this DD on the spin-off, and I don't know, I was reading some stuff on it, but I didn't read enough on it. Let's find out the short interest on it. So this won't update till Monday, the short, or till Tuesday, the short interest, but it currently does have 25% short interest, so it has some fuel. It's just, I mean, it's just. Let me show you something. Alright, so This is from Ortex, but this is important to see, and this will help you know if you're going to squeeze or not. The option chain is interesting, I agree. Holy goodness, that option chain is ridiculous. I didn't realize it was this crazy. Buongiorno. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo estás? Me llamo Tom. Tengo un gato en los pantalones. Did I say anything good there? Quiero una cerveza, por favor. Alright, so this options chain is ridiculous, so let me see what the max pain is. Alright, so average days on loan is 40 days. So that means mid-December is the average loan. So if we're looking at this chart here, you can see the number of loans also went down spectacularly at the end of December, mid-November, end of December. That would be probably right around here is when people were covering. And so this is when we started shorting it again, looks like from 3 to 4. But there was a huge spike in September of loans too, so there's definitely a huge amount of loans that were added here. Wait. See these volume candles? So right, this one right here, so this one right here, probably right here, and then right here. Looks like you got some more volume spikes in here. So you're going to have a lot of people that shorted it from here. And they're probably covering now because what's the point of messing with... I mean, if their average is $6 to $10, why wouldn't they cover down in the $2 to $4 range, right? So that's probably what happened is you started getting these people covering here. But you're getting... Let's go into the 15 minute. I mean, you do have a clear channel up here. It is expanding too. So there's your channel up right there. Why all these penny stacks? I'm doing BBIG because it's trending and people want to see it. So we'll go back and we'll do some normal stocks after this, but it's all over social media right now, so I figure let's just get it done and over with. So I mean, and the options chain is off the chain. You can see here, most people have the $4 and $5 call for this Friday. So the shorts are going to try to push it under $4. So they're going to want it under $4 this Friday. And they're definitely, if it gets over 4, they definitely don't want it over 5. So I will be more than happy to pay attention to this if it gets over $5. That's when you're really going to see the idea of a huge squeeze potentially get through. And check this out. So that's the volume. Here's the open interest. The $5 one is really that key mark, because then you start the gamma squeeze and the option squeeze, because then it goes 5, 6, 450, 750. So once you start getting over that $455 mark, then you start getting a gamma squeeze, which is where this thing can really go. Regardless of the short interest, you get the dual squeeze here. So this is definitely something we're going to want to keep on our radar. So I'm going to put an alert for myself at, let's say, 455. I'm going to add that to myself. And if that goes, I might take a small position, because why not? If something's going, make a few bucks on it. It's all good fun, right? Alright, so let's watch this over 450, and then we can get going with it. Alright. Alright, let's look at... I haven't looked at Amazon this weekend. Let's take a peep at that. You know, bounce where it wanted to. Still at this pivot area. No, I'm not putting any orders in until I see what it does. I would never do that on a squeeze. I think this gets interesting back over 3260. Over 3260. The 3310 is like the huge point for me. Tilray. I haven't looked at Tilray in forever either. It just hasn't been relevant for ages. Until we get more legalization news, I just don't see it. Alright, until this breaks out of this downtrend, I'm just not touching it. But once it breaks this downtrend, Amazon is going to go bonkers. So I'm going to add an alert for myself on it. Oil's at triple digits. Yeah, I think a lot of people were calling 100 to 150. So if you're ready to go to the gas station and see $6 a gallon, it's coming. Arlie, I'm just looking for this, basically this green dotted line on the bottom down. As soon as that gets over, I want to see that break, and then I want to see it get over this volume shelf. So once the green line breaks, it gets over the 3400. This is where your buy zone is probably between 3400 and 3440 to go long. Otherwise, you might see chop and accumulation in here. So, I mean, you're basically going through, even if you were to go on like the 1 hour. Right now, Amazon is in this giant, just absolutely massive accumulation right here. And so it has accumulation, markup, markdown, distribution up here, and now it went have markup, markdown. It's got to do a little bit more accumulation, and it'll probably do, if I had to guess, I mean, if we are bullish on it, you might see something like this. So if we are bullish on it, depends on how tech stocks react here. So I think the big thing we're going to have to pay attention to, and I wrote about it in the newsletter, the Netflix earning this Thursday is going to tell us whether we're bullish or bearish on tech. If Netflix gets annihilated, you're going to probably want to scale back a little bit on tech because other tech will follow. If Netflix does really well and rises, that's a good sign. So, we will see. You guys see my Tesla chart? This thing's awesome. This is by far the most work I've put into a chart, marking it up in a very long time. But you got this nice head and shoulders. You have lowering RSI. It is interesting. The RSI sets up for, I mean, you do have, you got bearish divergence there. I don't know. These red candles are massive compared to the green candles. I do like the Morningstar bullish engulfing here potentially. So maybe you get kind of a retest of 1070. Yeah, maybe you get one of these tomorrow into earnings. So I think the Netflix earnings, like I said, is going to tell us. So maybe you go bullish into Netflix earnings and then we drop after that. And then I think Tesla's going to, I don't know, I just don't feel good about the earnings. I think it's going to get crushed. I got the microphone in the mouth. Is that better? Sorry, I'll move it away a little. You guys gotta tell me these things. So, ooh, the Cardinals finally scored. Who scored? James Conner. James Conner, you are coming with me. Come with me if you want to live. Sad chart. Yeah, let's check out Disney after this. Let's do it right now. I already got that marked up. I haven't marked up Disney on this. I created a new profile so I could do charts all from scratch and not mess up my other ones, but I mean, Disney had this just lovely impulse, and now I mean, it bounced right on the 618 extension off of this move. This should be a zigzag down. So, in all reality, I mean, you have 5 impulse waves up. Look at this. So, I'm going to teach you guys a trick for identifying impulse waves. So, you got 5 waves up. And how do I know this? I got 3 boxes here. So I have hold on. Let's just do this. We'll just clone this. There we go. Okay. So I talked about this a little bit. Where's my paintbrush? So you got a channel here. A channel here. Then you have a clear channel up, clear channel down, clear channel up, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's your 5-wave impulse series. And now you have a clear channel down, clear channel up, clear channel down. Now you have a breakout, a retest of that channel, so this could be the start of your next impulse wave up. I think what's going to be important to see is how the Netflix earnings go, and then how Disney earnings go. So you can see Disney broke back down to the 50% here, and hard bounce there, making a bullish tweezers on the bottom. So if we were to do, if we get rid of those channels, now we can actually mark them up with real channels. So if this is our channel, you can see it gap back into the channel, which is a bad sign. I can't imagine it goes under 145. I think there's too much to like about what Disney is doing in the future, but I could see why people would be short term because of COVID. The COVID thing with their parks and everything is what's holding them back. What they need to do is spin the Parks and Revenue Service off into its own company, almost. And then have like the media portion be a separate company. Ah, that's the channel right there. Okay. So, you got your ABC within the channel too. Now you have a clear channel up right here as well. So, this is what's interesting. I wouldn't really call this impulsive. I don't love the angle of it. It doesn't just scream. Like, you want sharp angles up. And you can see each one got sharper and sharper. That's how you know that's actually, let's... There we go. So let's see what it does. It's going to collide probably with 153 this week, and then we'll see if we get a breakout or we don't. I'm going to set an alert on this downtrend line, and we'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, Callie? So, yeah, Disney will be one that's interesting. Gig, I got Zom charted for you. It's literally on my Twitter. You know this, Gig. You follow my Twitter. Look at this. I haven't done Baba. Let's look at Baba overseas right now and see what's going on. I like charting 9988 because I think that's the leading one. Yeah, I'm down for some Disney leaps. It didn't make it into my love list on the newsletter, but I'm definitely down with it. I just think there's better ways to use your money right now, but I'm way okay with Disney leaps. I think it's one of those stocks where it's hard to day trade and predict upswings, but Zom was one of my favorite picks of the year. I am very bullish on energy this year. See, what people don't realize is all this like green, all this push for EV and electric cars is gonna just explode energy prices. You know what I don't love? Looking at this. Yeah, we can look at Ballard Power Systems, of course. I didn't have a whole lot of time this weekend to like pre-discuss what I wanted to look at, so I'll take some. Ooh, Gig, yeah, you do. It's gonna go up tomorrow too. I think oil prices are flying right now. Let me just take another look at it. Oil is up $1 a barrel right now, so 1.5%. That's gonna put Zom up most likely. You know, at least $1 or $2 tomorrow. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, you could see. So you got the channel here, you got the channel here. It looks like a wave 4 is completing potentially. What you're really gonna want to look for. Yeah, alright, so this channel's done. So this is your wave 4 AB. Probably, I mean, maybe it just, maybe it has no chill, and I mean, that green candle's pretty convincing in my part. Maybe it gets back into this channel, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably your channel right there, actually. Yep, that looks like your channel. There it is. There's your channels. Yeah. Perfect. EOG. Dude, I've been seeing flow on EOG for so long. A lot of these energy stocks just blew off the top too, so we're going to be getting, I mean, extreme money going into them. I think EOG runs to 108. And then from there, who knows? Maybe it fills this gap to 115 finally. It's even got a gap up here at 125. So, we'll see. Check daily. What am I looking for on the daily? Oh, it is at the daily resistance. I see, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, SLB I saw some unusual flow for as well. I want to look at D-King. I swear, maybe I charted it on here. Ah, yes, here it is. I had D-King going down to $13 is my price target on DraftKings. So, I mean, the reality of it is that's a measured move. So if you were to take this head and shoulders and throw it on this breakdown, that's how I got that. So if you're curious, typically with these head and shoulders, I mean, we didn't even get a retest. That's how bad this was. No, 13 should be fair. Oh, BLDP, yes. So I mean, you got, I mean, Air Drake, you got a falling wedge right into my price target. You can't even deny it. So this thing looks terrible, and you can see it's a, you know, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably, and it's probably going to do it fast. So got the A, B, C, D, E. I mean, if we were to invert this, let's just, let me put it this way. If you were to invert this and look at this, you would clearly see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it comes back up to 37, but it looks like crap, so I'm not touching it. There's no reason to. If it can get over this green line, I might touch it, so we'll see though. Alright, I did say I would look at BLDP, so let's look at Ballard. Ooh. That thing looks like crap too. What is going on? Wow, talk about a squeezer. It's sitting kind of at support, so I mean, do we need to keep roasting Kathy? That's like, stop, she's already dead. Like, I tried listening to her the other day about like her take on like investing in car companies, and I was like, psh, bish, you're invested in a car company yourself. I mean, again, until it breaks this green line, not touching it. Honestly, this blue line's probably what I would want it to break. It would need to do this for me to get excited. It would need to go back to $16, but otherwise, I think it's going to $9. What's up, Dougie? Got all the blue names here tonight. Walmart with the NFT news is gonna be super interesting tomorrow. So. It's just made like these. Like, this is so weird. So it's in like this channel right now. Right? I imagine it breaks out of this channel. It's been like this slow accumulation phase. Probably can see this more on like the micro minutes. But the only thing I can think of is so maybe you get something like this. This is 0, 1, 2. I'm not quite sure. Did futures break out or did they break down? I know we were charting them to start. Ooh, it don't look good to me. Oh, it broke down. Oh, wow. I did say I was going to go either way. Oh, did we get news? That's a huge candle. Wow. Oh, the 10-year bonds that or 10-year breakout? How do I look at that on here? Ten-year treasury. Oh yeah, that thing's busting right now. It's not even up that much. That's the funny thing. It is up a ton though. US 10. Oh nice, thank you MBB. Oh wow, that thing, oh yeah. Alright. That thing is going full moon mission. Wow. Check this out. You can actually overlay the two. So what's funny is these were actually in line until recently. Wow. Oops. Wow, look at that on the daily though. Clean breakout. Probably get some resistance up here at 1.95. I mean, energy is going to be fine tomorrow. Look at that. Look at that candle. Wow. Nutty. Hey, look at that. My chart's playing out. Look at that fractal. Bonds are back. I'll be back. Mercury's in retrograde. Ah! No! So, yeah, I mean... if I were to just undo the eyeball here, that's look at that volume too for futures. That's no bueno. No bueno at all. Huge red dildos. I mean, where's it gonna bounce? Down here? Crazy. Yeah, the futures just took a massive smacking. It just went down 1% like in 15 minutes. Nuts. Ooh, soybeans went down 1% too. Ugh. Let's see. China's still bussing. Cardinals still getting their ass smacked. Well, that's fun. Alright. Anything else you guys want me to look at? I want to wrap this up here. I got a couple videos I want to make tonight. Take a couple requests here. Said I threw my Amazon. I could throw it up on. I mean, with. It's either gonna reject tomorrow and come back down, make an ABC, so it's coming back down to 3,100, or it's gonna do this. So it's either doing this. Or it's going to follow the green path. Do you choose the green pill or the red pill? MTTR. Alright. MTTR, I would imagine, would bounce since it's at double bottomed off low. But, I mean, depends on what we do tomorrow. I mean, it needs to break this downtrend. But it looks like it is in a falling wedge, so I would expect it to break north, but it might break south down to $10, and then it might do one of these, a bump and run reversal. So, but either does that or it does this. You probably want it to do the green path, but red path gives you a better entry. NVAX. NVAX has not been having a good year. I mean, maybe it comes down to 81, but let's see. It needs to break this downtrend for sure. It is kind of in a falling wedge, but QS. I've been hearing a lot about QS. I've never liked QS though. I mean, it's at major support. This is where it bounced last time, so we'll see. It's got to get over these levels to do anything, though. Alcoa, if you like copper, or not copper, if you like, why am I drawing a blank now? Aluminum? Yeah, aluminum. If you like, just pay attention to aluminum prices. That's all you need to worry about with this stock. Aluminum prices, aluminum prices, aluminum prices. Aluminum prices keep going up, you're gonna be fine. So it's probably gonna chop in this channel into earnings, and then we'll see. If I had to guess, it'll probably come down to 54 is the most logical to reset itself on the technicals, but maybe it blows off the top. Who knows? But it's never broken this channel line, and I don't expect it to off of earnings. OVV, energy, oil, I believe. Clear daily breakout. Not all-time highs, but it's fun. Got this huge gap right here up at 48. This will be a fun one when it enters it. Yeah, oil and gas production. Hello everyone. Thank you. I'm out of time here. Yeah, Intel Intel is one where it was flagging really nice here into this pivot zone. So you can see it's sitting right here needs to get above 56.50, and then it can run all the way to 58. So I think with the earnings run up this week and next week, I'm bullish on it to maybe fill all the way up to 60 potentially. We'll see. I think people will probably have to wait for earnings though. But I appreciate everyone. I hope you have a great night. I'll see what futures are doing one more time, and we'll tap it there. Alright, looks like futures found support here. We'll have to see if it keeps drilling. Otherwise, if it bounces here, we're going to be okay. That is a nasty candle. That is a nasty candle. Wow. That's a $3 candle. So everyone, have a great night, and I'll stay safe. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Make sure if you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe.